With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Jaguars 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And you look at this Patriots defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only Week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
This is fielded at the 7. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Once again, it's Henderson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake. Here's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, That's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now they go play action with May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They run once more with Henderson. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
So they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A run up the middle with Irvin. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
For the field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Take a look at this Patriots defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Patriots are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready. The black shot. 45. White. Ready.
Going play action. Ritter. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Henderson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call. but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Hey, run! Run! 11.
Now Lawrence. Man over the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And will be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Well, whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. A quick toss out right. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Yellow, foot, fight, 97. Hey, blue. Ready?
Ritter headed right off the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Lawrence That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Soko, Hunt. Here we go, Hunt.
Now Lawrence. That is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Able to slither by. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And the Patriot first down.
Mega, smack, red.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And he fields it cleanly. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Play action. May. He's got a man as his fullback. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. May. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw with May. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 28 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolded so far so good for him. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
That is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On play action, here's Ritter. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 35, here's the 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 50, green. Commit, red. Ready, ready.
Once again, it's Irving. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Black 40. Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Ready, ready.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Back, ready. Black, 95. Hut, hut.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Hey, son, go, let's go. 11, Agate. Hey, kill. Hey, check one more.
Here's Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Looking to put a drive together.
Down. Yellow, 43. 10.
Handoff running left, Irving. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
On the set.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
52 Blues.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hut.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Black 40.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he stopped immediately there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Lisa 24. Check. Turn. This is hot. Street. Street.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Right, let's go.
Lawrence will throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Ooh, the juke. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Now a give, Irving running right. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Ready?
Now they try the right side here. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, that is a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And they'll run it here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready?
On the handoff, this is Irving. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A final shot now for Ritter. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Jags come up with a late turnover, but it will primarily matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.